Hello folks, Mike Mercer here with St. Albert Dodge. Right here we've got ourselves a 2018 GMC Sierra SLT, fresh hot off the press, just came in on trade. Okay, this thing's got just a hair under 40,000 kilometers on it, so it has been used conservatively. Okay, this vehicle is also supporting our 5.3 liter motor right from GMC. You'll also kind of notice as we're going around the vehicle here, it is done in a black on black. Seems to be very appealing to the market here in Alberta. I'd like to really touch on the fresh rubber that we've put on. These are 35 inches, okay? It's also to a custom the 6-inch lift kit this vehicle comes with. So it's going to be great for off-roading, getting in and out of tighter scenarios if you need that extra ground clearance, or if you just want to look real good, okay? Let's be honest, it looks real nice. Now I'm going to take half a second here to apologize. It's about minus 42 with the wind chill right now, so getting them as clean and sparkly as we'd like to just wasn't possible at this moment, but rest assured, this thing will clean up like a beauty because it's in immaculate condition. So as we come around the outside here, folks, we'll notice right here on the mirror itself, you're going to have your change lane indicator here, so that people behind you and yourself can see it clearly that you have put it on properly. Again, I do want to highlight as we come to the back, I know I'm touching on this twice now, but these are fresh tires, folks. We just put them on. They're all season, so they'll get you around year round, okay? I'd also like to point out another handy feature here. Some of our competitors don't have, okay? So we got the footstep here. Makes it real easy to get up and down and in and out of this box area. This one, the previous owner did have a tonneau cover, so the tonneau cover is included with the truck. As we can see, the box is clean. It's got a spray in bed liner. It's not banged up, damaged, or anything like that. And we got the easy down tailgate, guys. I really want to show that off. That's a nice touch. You got your hands full. Pull it, get out of the way. You're not going to bang anything up. Great little feature to have on any vehicle. So folks, I think from here what we're going to do is we're going to kind of highlight a couple features down here. Is we got our park sensors. So this is kind of an assisting tool. Maybe you've got the kids in the truck, you can't really focus, they're yelling, screaming. This thing's going to beep at you if you're distracted with the family, just to let you know you're about to run into something. Excellent feature to have. We do have a full tow package on this machine. I'm going to show you the brake control when we get inside, but I do want to show you we have the 7-way round here. We've got our 4-way flat, and we got our 2-inch receiver for a lot of towing that you can do. And then you can notice right through here too, we've got a really fresh spare stored in here right up under there. So folks, there's a lot to talk about with this vehicle. I'd like to talk to you in person, over the phone, or email if you wish. But I mean, we're going to go on to the inside now and start covering a few of those features. Welcome back, folks. Mike here, St. Albert Dodge. I wanted to kind of cover the back seat area here with you because, you know, back seats can seem pretty simple, but it does have some really cool features, so I want you to be aware of them. So first and foremost, I mean, with the leather package, you'll notice a few different things around the trim here. Okay, it's kind of two-toned on the leather and how it appears. We got the beautiful red stitching here. Adds a little bit of class and a lot of flair, that's for sure. We also have power windows on the handles back here. So, you know, if the kids are old enough and they're able to control it and you're comfortable with that, they can take care of their own breeze. We also have a nice real feature here. This is so simple if you watch. That gets up out of the way. That gets up out of the way. And we got a relatively flat floor back here. But as you can see, I'm about 6'9". And I'm a pretty big man and I got lots of room to get in and out here. So that's an excellent feature. Now, I want to point out here too, guys, we got all Weathertech floor mats. Okay, this is an upgraded feature. These weren't right from factory. These were purchased as an accessory to complement this truck properly. So I'm putting these back down. Also, I want to cover the fact that we got our comfort feature here for the rear guests. If we don't have a third one sitting in the bench, we do have the ability for the other two adults, children, whatever they may be, to be very comfortable and have a safe spot for their drinks to rest. So also, we have independent lights up here. They're not going to work right now because we're in the accessory position, but as you know up front, all vehicles have lights. Back here we have lights for our guests as well. And one final feature I'd like to point out is the storage back here. So we got a little cubby hole for the knickknacks and paddywhacks. But down here is a great place to put some of the other extra storage that we need, of course, in behind. And then we got a 12-volt outlet, which is handy to have as well. So folks, we're gonna transition from the back here to the front. I want to cover the inside of this 2018 GMC Sierra SLT that we've been talking about. I'm going to start over here with a couple features. You notice that we got power window lock in and lock out. All power windows are controlled here. You also have your mirrors, which can be brought in with a simple touch. Very convenient for tight parking lots. We'll notice here as well, we have a preset for the seats. So what this means is if there's two drivers in the household, you never really have to kind of come adjust the seat. You basically just click a button and it's going to put it right to where you need it for your setting. Excellent convenience. So then we come up here. I talked about when we were at the rear of the vehicle how we have a full tow package, and this is what completes it and complements it. So right here you can see that we have a tow haul button, and then we got our emergency pull, and then we can set the strength of how we'd like to brake and the intensity we'd like to brake right there from the comfort of your fingers without really distracting yourself from driving. It's a simple reach, it's a simple touch. So also we control our, whether we're in two-wheel drive, four-wheel auto, four high, four low, right here all conveniently as well. So you never really have to come far off the wheel to get what you need to control. Down here is fairly simple setup in most vehicles. This is just for your headlights. It's auto, it's dedicated on, it's whatever you wish it to be. Now I'd really like to take another second here and just talk about the fact that I'm a 6'9" man. And I am very, very comfortable in the cockpit of this vehicle. I fit, my legs aren't cramped, I got lots of room to move them. I just want to point that out because it could be snug for those who need it to be snug, but it's also very relaxed for the larger crowd, okay? So moving forward, we've got an instrumentation cluster here. A little harder to see. We don't want to run the vehicle, it'll be too loud in the area here. But I mean, you can see it even tells us our hood's open. It's got the compass. It's going to tell you everything that you'd want this vehicle to tell you right at your fingertips and easy to control. And talking about at your fingertips, okay, we have our cruise control set up right here, very simple to use. And all of our phone call options are right here. Again, very simple to use. Doesn't take you away from what you're trying to do, and that's drive. So as we move a little closer to the middle here, couple things. We got our wireless phone charging right here. Excellent feature to have. I know being in the sales profession and a lot of the guys working out in the field in the oil patch, they always have their phone. They need it. It's part of life these days. So having it right here charging and accessible at all times, I find this to be an excellent feature of the GMC. So then we come, obviously there's storage in here, folks. We all have that, but I just wanted to highlight the USBs that we have here because sometimes they don't do things like that. And there's also a 12 volt in here as well. Okay, cup holders, pretty generic stuff. Big cubby here where we can put a lot of our bulkier things that we want to keep front and center, but you know, just don't want to put them away. And I'd also like to point out these features here. So we got two more USBs, two more 12 volts, and then this one here is excellent because it's a 110 outlet, but it's also tied to an inverter. So it's going to be real friendly, give you an extra power source, and it's going to be nice, clean power for your mobile device if you wish it to be. Then we come to the instrumentation cluster here. We have a nice 5-inch screen up front here. Okay, you're going to be able to control pretty much everything you need to control right from this screen. Anything these buttons do, the screen will do as well. Okay, so pretty basic stuff. You got your settings, your audio, your phone settings. Projection is just to let you take what you have on your phone, put it on the screen. We've got our nav. You can add extra apps, and of course it has OnStar if you're one of those folks that wants to be pretty particular about having safety and rescue sources if you ever need them at the tip of your fingers. So as well, these are just simply radio controls here, but you'll notice we got our heated seats, and they do this really interesting. So you can just have the back side of the seats, which is up here on my shoulder area. And that's you can just have that heated, or you can have it for your tush and your back, and that way you have full heat coming, and it does the exact same thing on the other seat here as well. Another thing I'd like to touch on is this is a full 8-way power adjustable seat that I'm in, so it was very easy for me to put it in the position I needed it to. Now, we carry right up here, we got the adjustable pedals. So for a large fellow like me, I might want those pedals to move closer to the engine mass. Or if I'm shorter, I may want to bring them closer to the steering wheel. But it is going to be there for your comfort and your needs. We've got traction control. This one here is pretty neat because you can actually turn on the top center light if you want it to come on or not. Some people don't like to have them on. They just find it obtrusive. They can see it in the rear window. So if you're one of those folks, you can turn that off and you don't have to worry about it. So you can have it off or on. We got park sense here. And then we have hill climb descent. This is a real nice feature, meaning, let's say we're pulling a travel trailer behind us. We've already got a brake controller set, which we talked about earlier. But we want it to come down the hill a little more gradual. Well, you put that feature on, and you won't have to ride the brake as much. It's going to keep you at a more steady speed going downhill and give you a little bit more control. And then in the center mass here, basically we just have all our basic heat controls, which can also be done right from the 5-inch touchscreen. Now, when you're sitting in this vehicle, you're going to, if you love your music, you're going to enjoy the ride here because we do have a Bose sound system. Bose is renowned for their quality. One of the reasons a lot of car manufacturers, in particular GMC, have chose to use it. So as we can see here, we got both compartments open. I want to show it off because we do have a little bit of storage here for some accessories and then your regular glove box storage here. But you notice it's pretty deep. And I've got no problem opening and closing this with the manual in here. Some of them are tight. This is not the case with this one. It's wide open and very useful. So outside of that, folks, we'll kind of pan to the top here because I do want to talk about these features. They're absolutely well worth chatting about. So you've got a real large sunglass holder here, okay? A lot of the sunglass holders in vehicles, they can be very small, hard to get at. This is going to take work glasses, okay? So your safety goggles, so on and so forth, they will fit in there. Then you're going to notice we got a power sunroof here, okay? Like all sunroofs, you can close this off, but if you like to get some rays, you can get them right here, no problem. We got garage door opener controls right up here. And you're going to see right here, you can slide and you can tilt. So the sunroof itself can just be sitting in an open position, or it can be wide open for full-time use. And then we look here in our rear view mirror, and this is where you see some of the OnStar stuff that we were talking about. Little extra safety at your fingertips if you wish to have it. So again, folks, there's probably a lot more I could talk about on this particular vehicle. But I mean, in the end, I'd just love to meet you, chat with you, email with you, whatever that might be. You can always contact me on my cell. It's 780-721-2598. Mike Mercer, St. Albert Dodge. This vehicle will treat you well. Let me do the same.